So what was the question? Why I bought this one?
Yeah, what's your plan in this?
My plan is to demolish it. It's not worth anything. Got water damage and it's a crap house basically. But it was very, very affordable. Let me put it that
I was just undecided.
way. So, but the plan always been because the house is worth nothing. Got it demolished. We got to rebuild, and if everything works out, we got to do it this year. So we're out taking some measures and making a plan. A plan. Just making a plan. So we gotta see what we're gonna build and make a budget and all that. Maybe I'll not say complicated, but it's nothing I used to do. So
It's an adventure.
it's a venture, yeah. It's a tiny house, to use the buzzword. So, but it's something in Denmark. It's called a Kolonihavehus. It's basically made in the early more than 100 years ago, almost 200 years ago. Let's say 150. Then there was a lot of people living in an apartment in Copenhagen. So in the outskirts, you were in the outskirts of the big city. You were taking this farmland and they will make it into small lots. And the people who was trapped in a 1-2 bedroom apartment with a low income was able to rent a space very affordable, so they could grow potatoes and get out and get some air. And that's called a Kolonihavehus, a colony house, if you wanna say it in English. So and the prices have to be low, and it's still that way. So the rent of this one per month is, and it's basically just the land because you own the house. You can build, and there's a lot of restriction what you can build with the house, but the house you gotta build, and that's it. And then you pay rent for the land, and the land is, what is that? It's around. I pay 1,400 every 3 months, and that is including water and there is a room for showering and garbage removal and a toilet. So that is including those. And what is that in dollars? It is roughly $200 at the moment. Let's say $220 every 3 months. And that's it. Then you're only allowed to use it. You can sleep over from the 1st of April until the end of October. And from November and to the 1st of April, you can come and you can use it and you can stay over in weekends or small holidays, but you're not allowed to be here all the time because you don't pay tax of the land. And you're only allowed to build small houses on it. And there's a lot of restrictions on that, and that's what I'm looking into now, how to do it smartest. But it's very cheap, and there is people living here all year round. It's illegal to do it, but there's people doing it. Some, I don't care about it. I think it's fine. If you want to do it, do it. Some people think it's wrong and blah, blah, blah. That's not me. So it's a very cheap way of living for the one who live there all year round. You have a house and you can basically, oh, that's a big wasp. And you can basically not, so when you bought the house and then you got rent for 400 Danish, who is, what was it, let's say $70 a month, that's your rent. And then, and it's including water. But the water will be closed because it's going to be, it's freezing in Denmark at that point. So that will actually be closed down in when it's getting too cold. But they will be open in the toilet building and shower building. So people are going up and getting water, the one who lives all year round. But it's illegal. But there's rule breakers out here. I'm not one of those, though. But will I be in the future? We don't know. So it's very affordable living for a lot of people who does it that way. And it's people who are living in some people I know are living in a 1-bedroom in the winter. Then in the winter they go out here having long weekends and then they stay in the little small bedroom or whatever they do. And then when it is the second, it become mid of March, I guess. Then they're starting to go out here, and then they will stay until probably mid November, maybe early December, and then they will go to the small one and just be here on the weekend. So and that's legal to do it that way, and maybe have a 2 weeks holiday in the middle of the season once or twice, right? And then they will have very cheap rent. So that people are doing it that way. That's another way you can do it. But basically, what we gotta do is smash the house down, rebuild. Yeah. And it's exciting, and it's annoying, and it's a little bit. Is it scary? It may be scary. It's a little bit scary, yeah. I never done it before in that scale here. It's also gonna be fun and exciting and all that. So plants are cooking, and that's